a super heavyweight contest of 8 5-minute rounds, the best of 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout will decide the winner. Presented in the red corner, we welcome the world famous mass wrestler, the one and only Kendo Nagasaki. Presented by his own personal manager, the superstar, Gorgeous George. Versus, in the blue corner, the incredible 6 foot 11 inches, 31 stone, the big man. Will you welcome Giant Haystacks?
Thank you, Ron Denbury, who incidentally is from Grimsby. And as I said, it's his first time on television, doing very well so far this afternoon, just climbing out of the ring. And of course, this is the big one, super heavyweights. Kendo Nagasaki at 16.5 strong. George Gillette, his manager, is always with him. Brian Crabtree looking very small, the referee there. But he'll look smaller still over in the other corner, or when he brings the 2 men together, as he's doing now. Giant Haystacks, 6 foot 11, 31 stone. I wonder if you can hear Brian Crabtree, what he says from up there.
Seconds away, round 1.
And the MC is saying to the ref, remember to wait, because the ritual that the Kendo Nagasaki insists on before the bell for round 1 is throwing the swords in the corners. Has not been carried out yet. Therefore, the referee insists on that little bit more weight. Maybe they're ready now.
Seconds away, round 1.
Yes, they'll go now. The salt has been thrown. The ritual, Kendo Nagasaki's sumo Japanese-style wrestling ritual. 8 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide, and the big boy has already got Kendo Nagasaki. Comparatively small at 16.5 stone and 6 foot 1, 6 foot 2, I think he is. Looking very, very small here this afternoon against this giant Haystacks from Salford, Lancashire. And that's the sort of thing Nagasaki's got to contend with if he comes in close. Now again, you can see the comparison. The referee, Brian Crabtree, is not all that small, but he sure looks small today. Tremendous power, tremendous power. And one of the top heavyweights in the country, getting up for the 3rd time now. Coming through the ropes, almost onto our table and sitting right on our monitor at the moment. The referee's got a chance to pull them away. If they don't do what they're told, Brian Crabtree's got no chance to separate them at all. 2 very powerful men indeed. This caught him nicely, and Nagasaki coming back a bit with the chops and the forearm smashes. Can he unbalance him? He can. Not on 1 knee at least, the big man. But can the referee stop him? Well, his man is on the ropes, which is illegal continuation there of the move. finally got the point over. Well, it's pretty unusual to see Giant Haystacks flat on his back in the ring. But he's getting a headlock and strangle that's been worrying him. A little bit of beard pulling along with that too. Certainly some hair pulling. A couple of minutes left in this first round of 8. The best of 3 falls decides this bout. Pressure points to the side of the neck. Nicely done there by Nagasaki. The thumbs operating. Haystack laying it on a bit that he's closed the fingers in front of the throat on the windpipe, but he hasn't. And again the hair pull to get him up. I warned you once, I warned you twice about that hair pull. Don't do it again, says referee Bradford. Just a minute left in the first round of 8. Nagasaki coming back nicely after that first onslaught. Oh, the referee's got trouble here today. And it's a public warning to Nagasaki.
Nagasaki receives his first public warning.
For attacking on the ropes. Just about 18 seconds to go now in this first. Ten seconds. And Nagasaki wisely standing back this time, having got 1 public warning already. Right on the bell. Nagasaki's corner, George Gillette, his manager. The heavy makeup there. He uses 11 different types of eyeshadow on his eyes before a show like this. But he's certainly dishing out some advice here. Keep away from the close holds, obviously, he must be saying. Deal with the distant moves, like drop kicks, chops. Don't get in close on the strength ones. So Nagasaki waiting impatiently in the center of the ring for his man to get out of the corner.
Seconds away, round 2.
Right, 2 extra men in the ring. I don't know where they came from. Ringside seaters very angry about something. The second's trying to get rid of them, but the bout goes on in round 2. No score, but 1 public warning against Nagasaki, the masked wrestler, standing now in the black. The all black tights and leotard. And again, more attacking with his man on the deck. Quite illegal. Again, his man's on the deck, but he's not now. Inside of the forearm, right to the forehead. And the body slam from that beautiful chop and the full blockbuster drop right across his body. Still didn't say, he's trying to get the mask off, I think. He's trying to put the mask off from the back of the neck. No, and from under the chin as well. But from the back, he's working on it. Well, that's unusual because most opponents of Nagasaki try and get the mask off from under the chin. And there's the bald head underneath, or shaven head, of Nagasaki showing with that amazing-looking tattoo on the top of the head. But the face still not showing. He only got it halfway off. Whether he's broken the mask I don't know. But certainly, we can see Nagasaki's head shaven quite far back. The hair only starts from 2/3 of the way back. And George Gillette gets into the ring to look after his man on the left there. In just 1¼ minutes of round 2. And a split mask there, Nagasaki. Let's see what the MC announces for this, because none of us know here exactly what happened there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 45 seconds of round 2. A submission, and the first submission to the big man, Giant Haystacks.
So Haystacks got a submission then. Nagasaki and his manager don't like it, either of them. They're arguing, and the split mask doesn't make Nagasaki any happier, right across the top. But they'll have to go on in a minute.
Round 3.
And here we go for round 3, and Nagasaki waiting for him as the big man came across. Again, Giant Haystacks, flat on his face this time rather than on his back, but on the canvas at least. And the tattoo on the top of Nagasaki's head showing clearly through the split mask there. You can get a close-up camera on it in a minute, no doubt. Headlock and strangle. Again, mostly with use of the beard rather than the chin. And the hair. Certainly, whatever he did there, slowing up Haystack quite a bit this round. Yes, it's Haystack's forehead bleeding quite profusely now as Nagasaki goes in for more chops and forearms to the head and back chops to the throat. And really weakening now the big man, but he came back that time all right. And having a look, Brian Crabtree having a close look at the forehead of Giant Haystacks. And it just depends how deep that cut is as whether he'll stop it or not. It looks as though he's going to stop it. And the manager, Nagasaki, gets in very relieved, I should imagine. Just 45 seconds gone in round 3. And I think he's going to be stopped permanently, this bout. The obviously needs stitches that's cut in Giant Haystack's forehead. Second looking at it, just 1 minute 45 seconds.
It's obvious that no matter how big and how mighty Haystacks is, he is not as mighty and as victorious as the only unbeaten wrestler in the world, Kendo Nagasaki. There he is, the winner once again. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 40 seconds of round 3. The referee stops the contest due to the bad cuts on Haystacks. The winner is Kendo Nagasaki.
So a technical knockout then for Nagasaki in the third.
One for the loser, Giant Haystacks.
And that cut obviously needing a few stitches, the referee wouldn't allow it to go on. Anyway, that's the end of the main bout, a technical knockout. Nagasaki in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, with his face very bad, cuts on it. Let's put your hands together to the big man, Giant Haystacks.